of Java 13. Java 13 was released in September 2019. It was a relatively small release, but it has introduced a few useful features. So the important features of Java 13 are text block, which is the preview feature. Java 13 introduced text block as a preview feature. Before Java 13, it is string JSON. It we write it as slash n, then name, then JSON, then James, then age 30, like this. So Java 13 introduced triple quotes. So string JSON equals to triple quotes. Then we just write the format and then triple quotes. So we don't need to make it formatting like this slash n, then double quotes, then like this. So we can write the JSON in this format. So this is the first feature, which is very useful. So triple quotes is used to create a multi-line string. This is especially useful for JSON, XML, SQL, HTML multi-line messages. Important point is text blocks were introduced as a preview feature in Java 13 and become a standard feature in later in Java 13, in Java 15. In Java 15, it becomes a standard feature. So this comes as a preview feature in Java 13. Then the second is switch expression, which is the improved preview. So you may remember in Java 12 we introduced the switch expression as a preview feature. So Java 13 improved them. Traditional switch is like in day 2, string result switch day, case 1 result Monday, break, case 2 result Tuesday, break, default result invalid. With switch expressions, in day 2 switch string result switch day, case 1 Monday, case 2 Tuesday, default invalid. So break is removed from this. Notice case 2 is Tuesday instead of it is using the arrow bracket. So result is Tuesday. This is using the slash and arrow. Result is Tuesday and then break. So it look like this now. So Java 13 also introduced the yield statement from returning a value from a block. So in string result equals to switch day. Case Monday. Case 2 is a string system.out Tuesday selected yield Tuesday. Default invalid. So yield equals to return a value from a switch case block. So what yields to? Yields return a value from a switch case block. And switch expression eventually become a standard feature in Java 14. In Java 14, it will become a standard feature. Now re-implement the legacy socket API. The third feature is re-implement the legacy socket API. Java 13 introduced a new implementation of the older socket API. The goal was to make the networking implementation easier to maintain. The goal was to make the networking implementation easier to maintain, more scalable, easier to integrate with modern Java features. You generally don't need to write this feature yourself in normal Spring Boot development. Just remember, Java 13 introduced a new implementation of legacy socket API. So this is not needs to write in your Spring Boot application in that code, but just you need to remember that it is a new implementation of the legacy socket API. Then we have dynamic CDS archives. So Java 13 improved class data sharing CDS. CDS helps improve JVM startup time, memory usage. Java can create a CDS archive based on classes actually loaded by an application. This is more of a JVM level optimization. So this is one of the features which is improved for the JVM level optimization. So the Java 13 summary, we can say it as features of Java 13. The text block preview, which we have seen, Spring switch expression preview improved, yield introduced, new socket API implementation, dynamic CDS archive, which is also introduced. Then the two you should definitely remember, Java 13 text block and improved switch expressions. These are the important changes. So, and the version progression is useful. And version expression progression is like this. Java 12 is expression preview was introduced in Java 13 is switch expression improved plus yield. In Java 14 is switch expression standard. This is like Java 13 is text block preview, and then in Java 15 we will see that text block standard will introduce. So what are the major features introduced in Java 13? So the answer would be like this. Java 13 introduced text block as a preview feature and enhanced switch expression with the yield statement. It also introduced a new implementation of a legacy socket API and improvements to class data sharing, that is CDS. So this is all for Java 13. Thanks for watching.